Hi everyone, I'm Videobob from Bob's Prop Shop, and this is the screen-used Knight Industries 4000 from the movie Knight Rider 2000. That's right guys, this is the actual screen-used car that David Hasselhoff drove in the movie Knight Rider 2000. It was a spin-off of the original Knight Rider series, came out in 1990, kind of went direct to cable and VHS, and they were hoping to make a new series out of it. This car was based on the concept vehicle, the Pontiac Banshee, which later became the fourth generation of the Pontiac Trans Am. They wanted to make it exactly like the Banshee, and Jay Orberg, who built the car, was trying to model it after the car, but Pontiac made them change some things about it. So I had to change the way the rear wing is and the front is a little bit, but it still looks a lot like the Banshee. Sometimes it's mistaken that this car is seen in Back to the Future 2 and a few other things, but that was the actual Pontiac Banshee. However, they did repurpose the car a few times after Knight Rider 2000 in other cars like Chips 99, the Reunion, and a show called Black Scorpion that was on Sci-Fi. Also made a few cameos in shows like Time Cop, the TV series. But then it was repurposed again and painted black and white with a vector police light on top and used for the Power Rangers Time Force series. Now let's talk about the cars themselves. There were actually two driving cars made, and they're built on top of a Dodge Stealth. A 1990 Dodge Stealth is what's underneath here. They made two driving cars. One was a stunt car with black tinted windows. Stuntman would sit behind the driver's seat and could drive the car for self-driving modes, which was only seen in a couple of quick scenes in the movie. This was the hero car with the clear glass that you could see the actors sitting inside, David Hasselhoff and his co-stars and the other people. This was the car that you saw driving down the country road and in the different places. Then they had a process car, which was kind of cut in half, and it was just the dash section that had all the stuff on the dash, and that was used for the up-close dash scenes. And then they had a fourth car that was the boat car. Now they filmed the movie Knight Rider 2000 in San Antonio, Texas, and they used the river walk, and they had a boat version of the car that wasn't a real car, but it was a boat, and the thing sank in the middle of filming. It was hilarious. That car now exists in the Deezer collection, I believe, in Miami. The other driving car was restored by Jay Orberg and sold to a private collector who has it now. So this is the only existing example that's available for sale of the Knight Industries 4000, and it still is in need of a huge restoration. The car has an amazing profile, and if you look closely, you can see the Dodge Stealth, the Mitsubishi 3000 within the roofline, and these little marks here, and also the original wheels. But you can also see the Pontiac Banshee influence. Now, the Banshee had a split tail that went like this, and that's how it originally was. And Pontiac said, no, you can't make a replica of our car. So Jay Orberg put this little thing in the middle here and kind of made it into one wing and did a few other changes, but it's still very much like a Pontiac Banshee concept car. Now this particular car, after it was used in a TV show called Scare Tactics, along with a few other shows it was in, well, they blew up the motor. So the motor doesn't run. We did get it to run a little bit, but it's really not drivable. Also, there is no title to the car. The car was bought brand new and turned into a movie car, and it was never titled or ever driven as a real car. I don't know the actual mileage of it because they took the original dash out when they first built it, but it probably has less than 100 miles on the car. It was only used for a few stunt driving scenes. So it's basically a brand new Dodge Stealth that's been sitting in my parking lot for 10 years, and before that sat in the Cinema Vehicle Services parking lot for 10 years, and before that was used for various TV shows for 10 years. So it's got a little bit of a well-documented history. We know that it's the legit thing, and by watching Knight Rider 2000, you can tell from different interior cues which car is which, because they had slightly different interior seats and things in the headliner. And just trust me, we've done a lot of research on our Knight Rider 2000, the movie fan page forum on Facebook, which you can join, and we figured out that this is indeed the hero car that David Hasselhoff was driving throughout the movie. So no title, blown engine, and besides which, it's not an actual car that you could drive. Doesn't have mirrors, doesn't have headlights, doesn't have turn signals. You'd have to do heavy modification in order to drive the car on the road. And you could, but then you would destroy its movie history. It's kind of a conundrum that we weren't sure what to do with. But we've decided to sell the car. I'm moving my entire shop here from Dallas, Texas to Las Vegas. I've already bought another property and we're in the transition of moving our vehicles there. And we just don't have room for this thing, and we're never going to get a chance to do a full restoration on it. It needs to be repainted properly. It needs to have another engine put in it. Or you can leave it as is and put it in your car museum or in your Knight Rider collection. This is in fact a real screen used Knight Rider car from the legacy of Knight Rider that David Hasselhoff did drive along with all the other great stars that have been in this car. It has a great Hollywood history. It's a one-of-a-kind built by the great Jay Oberg, who told me that he was paid about $150,000 to build this car. And it can be yours. So, if you want to add this real Knight Rider car to your collection, just check out the description and the links below. Now, I'm sure that this video will outlive the sale of the car and the car will be gone. So if you're watching this video much later, those descriptions, links will be gone. I've had this car in my possession for about 10 years and we just never got the chance to really get the car done. The electronics in the car are original and restored. This is the original scanner light that was used and seen in the movie. Paint work and body work is a little rough on it. Needs to be redone. The original wheels are virtually impossible to find, but maybe they could be recreated. It's just up to you. I think this would be great in a car museum, or if you are a hardcore Knight Rider fan, it'd be something really neat to have. Or if you're a custom car builder, maybe pull a mold off of this thing and make replicas of it. I don't know. I don't know anything you want to do. But this is the real thing and it's available. I hope you enjoyed this quick little video about the Knight Industries 4000 from the movie Knight Rider 2000. If you want to see more videos about this car, just go back, check out some of the history over the last year on my channel. And please subscribe. We're about to hit 100,000 subscribers. You might be the 100,000th. You can see a lot of the other videos about the car while we were working on it over the last year. And I hope it goes to a good home. And we'll follow up in the description if somebody buys it, where the car is so that you can go see it. And I'll also turn over the forum, the fan forum that we put it together, to the new owner so that we can keep that going and keep it alive. In the meantime, we're in the business of moving everything to Las Vegas. Our shop will be open there soon, hopefully this summer of 2021. We're going to be offering fan experiences. You'll be able to come to Vegas and go for a ride in the DeLorean Time Machine, the Ghostbusters Ecto-1, the 82 Trans Am version of Knight Rider, the Scarface Cadillac, and many other great cars. So check us out at Bob's Prop Shop. So check out our Facebook page at Bob's Prop Shop and my fan page at Videobob Mosley to follow all of those great things if you love stuff like this. Once again, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the car. I'm sad to see it go. It's a piece of Knight Rider history. And just think, David Hasselhoff most likely farted in that seat. I'm Videobob.